Looks like we are good. So welcome everybody. My name is Brandon. I'll be going over today's class and we will be going over different ways to help get you more organic traffic from Facebook. So really helping grow your Facebook presence without having to spend money on ads. And a little bit about myself. So anyone that's their first time coming to one of my webinars, I'm trying to do these every week, trying to give back, especially now during the time and everything that's been going on. So I've been doing these every week. So hopefully if you haven't been, welcome. If you've come back, thank you. I will be doing them again every Wednesday at 1 p.m. But my name is Brandon Leibowitz. I've been involved with digital marketing since about 2007. Got my degree at Cal State Long Beach in business marketing back in 2007 and try to get into traditional marketing back then, but it's kind of tough. 2007, 2008, the recession hit, and so one company near my house said, we want to teach you about internet marketing, and I didn't really have much experience. They said, don't worry, we don't know much about digital marketing either. We're going to take you to classes like this and workshops and seminars and kind of let me learn on my own, and that's really how I got first involved with digital marketing. And back then in 2007, I realized that everyone's going to probably have a website in the future, and digital marketing is a way to get traffic. And I've really focused on that ever since, really specifically focused on SEO, which is search engine optimization, which is ways to get free traffic. Because back then I was helping out with social media, doing email marketing, doing Google ads, doing a lot of different things, but realized that free traffic from SEO, can't go wrong with that. Also really kind of geared towards social media as well, just because social media is another way to get free traffic. You could pay for it with ads, but doing it organically, you could definitely grow your accounts and get a big presence. And there's a lot of other benefits, which I'll talk about in a few minutes, about like the low cost of barrier to entry and all these other things, but really just focused on SEO and social media over the years and helping other people or businesses get more traffic, and worked at advertising agencies, worked at pop shops and everything in between. And right now I have my own company. It's called SEO Optimizers. So I help out specifically getting people traffic on Google and getting you higher rankings, making sure your website ranks higher in Google. But social media also ties into it. That's why I'm doing the class today about Facebook, just because social media is also another great way to get free traffic to your website. And a lot of people ask me to cover these topics. So I decided that I would cover social media. Last week I did Instagram. I'm going to do some more coming up on different platforms. So let me know in the chat. I'll keep it engaging if there are any other platforms that you want me to cover in the future, and I will try to cover as many as possible. And for today, what I plan to go over is why Facebook is important. So talking about Facebook from the beginning, then talk about different strategies on how to grow Facebook organically. And then we'll have some Q&A at the end. So if you do have any questions, hold them off to the end. We could use the chat. You could throw it in there. Want to answer as many questions as possible, but we do only have 40 minutes, so I want to cover as much information as possible. So hold off on the questions to the end, and I will happily answer them. So Facebook, though. Facebook, why use Facebook? I mean, Facebook, a lot of people think that Facebook is fading away and it's dying off, which it is not as popular as it used to be, but Facebook still is the second most popular website on the internet. So Google is the most popular website. Facebook and YouTube switch off every day between number 2 and 3. But Facebook still is up there, one of the top most popular websites out there. Not even talking about social media, just talking about websites in general. Facebook is at the top. So having a presence on Facebook is beneficial. Even if you think your audience isn't on it or you don't think it's there, it is still good. It really puts a face behind the company. Social media lets people know that, hey, I'm going on this website to make a purchase, but there's a Facebook page where I could actually communicate with them and reach out to them if I have questions or want to contact customer support, or it just makes things a lot quicker, easier, and builds trust. But it is, again, one of the most popular websites out there. So have a presence on there, and there is no barrier to entry, or the barrier to entry is really low. All you have to do is create a profile and add a couple images, have an email so you could sign up on Facebook, but really there's not much of a barrier to entry. That's why I like social media compared to doing search engine optimization, which means you have to have a website, we have to optimize it. There's a lot of other stuff that needs to go into it to do SEO. And with social media, you have to have a social media page, but that can be built pretty quickly. It's not as complicated as building a website. So that's why I'm saying there's a low cost of barrier to entry in terms of it. in terms of Facebook. Also, it's really cost effective. I mean, if you really wanted to make your Facebook page nice, you could have a cover photo and get a professional logo done. But other than that, there's not much you could customize on the Facebook page. I mean, there's some stuff, but really, in general, there's not much that you have to spend money on other than just posting good content or ads if you want to spend money on ads. And ads on Facebook are also really cheap compared to other ad platforms like Google ads, really expensive. Facebook ads, not as expensive. They're getting up there in price, but they're not as expensive as other platforms. So if you are trying to run ads, it is a good way. But again, this topic today is not really about ads because I want to show you ways how to grow your profiles without having to spend money on ads. And also, social media lets you reach a wide audience without, again, having to spend much money. All you need to do is create that page and people will come to you. You have to do some promotions on your own to get new eyeballs on your content. But in essence, you create that page, you could reach billions of people with that profile. And Facebook, again, is the second most popular website on the internet. Just to put it in perspective, there's 2.6 billion users of Facebook per month. 1.73 billion people use Facebook daily, which is pretty insane. And Facebook, to compare it, Twitter, I think, has 14 million monthly active users. So if you could see the difference there, Facebook is over 10 times larger than Twitter. And Twitter is a huge platform. So just put it in perspective, Facebook is huge and it is not slowing down. I mean, these stats are from February 2020. Things have changed, but still, Facebook is, again, up there. So having a presence, even though not a lot of people use Facebook like they used to or post on Facebook, like in the past, I would post on Facebook all the time. I know a lot of my friends and family would be posting on Facebook. Now, Facebook, not as many people post on Facebook, but people still go to Facebook to catch up with friends and families, and birthdays are really popular, and events and videos. So Facebook is really still active in terms of users. Even though people aren't posting as frequently, there is still a lot of people on Facebook that can be reached for your business or however you want to target them. So definitely jump on Facebook and don't think it's not as valuable as it used to be in the past. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the future with digital marketing and social media particularly. Everything does change. Everything is really dynamic. What works today might not work tomorrow, but for the most part, Facebook should be around for at least a few or a while. I mean, look at MySpace. MySpace has faded away, but MySpace is still out there and it still has a pretty active audience on it. Not like they used to 5-10 years ago, but they still do have an audience on it. So Facebook still has a potential for a lot of opportunities to grow and build that audience. But the ways I grow it, so I've grown my own accounts on social media. Just let me, even before I talk about that, so I do SEO. I have a Facebook page for my SEO company, which is good, but Facebook, it doesn't work for everybody, or social media, it doesn't work for everybody. Like SEO companies, it's not that exciting. You're not going to be going on Facebook saying, I want to look at this SEO company. I want to learn all about Brandon's SEO optimizers company. I mean, maybe some people might, but really social media is more for kind of fun, engaging content. So I created a page about skateboarding, which is also something I love to do, and created that page a few years ago, and I built that up to 50,000 likes organically, never spending money on ads. So I'll show you how I've done that for my own page, which is, if you want to check it out, it's called Shralpin, SHRALPIN. And that is a Facebook page that I created a few years ago, and it's built up organically, never spending money on ads. Ads do work, but I prefer, if you could avoid spending money on ads, allocate that money on creating better content or doing some of these strategies, which you'll see. That's going to also help build following and grow that organically and not have you spending all that extra money. So Facebook, just a couple quick strategies, like definitely get a business page. Don't have a personal page. Personal page and business pages are really different on Facebook. Like on a lot of other platforms, it's okay if you have a personal page, like Instagram, it's okay. But with Facebook, if you have a personal page, there's a lot of features that you're missing out on. Personal page is more for friends, where it will say, add me as a friend. A business page will say, like this page. So if your page or your profile on Facebook says like or add me as a friend, then you have a personal profile. You need to change that into a business page. Business page has a lot of features because a personal page, you can only have 5,000 friends. After 5,000 friends, you can't have any more. So if you want to have more than 5,000 people following you on Facebook, if you have a personal page, you can't grow it past 5,000. It's okay if you have a personal page. You could change that into a business page. There's some settings. You just have to search on Google how to change my personal profile into a business profile. With a couple clicks, you can make it into a business profile. You're not going to lose any of your friends. Will all become likes. So if you have 4,000 friends, those become 4,000 likes. So you're not going to lose any of that stuff. Really important to make sure you have that business page. You get analytics, you get insights. There's a lot of other benefits, but it also looks really professional compared to a personal page. If you're searching online and you're looking at a website and you see that they have a personal profile, that's going to kind of make you lose a little trust in that business. So you want to make sure you have a business page. But nowadays with business pages, there's a lot of features and functionality. That's with these templates. So Facebook has templates that you can enable and utilize. So instead of just having a page or a standard Facebook business page, if your page is about, if you're a local business, you could have a local business template, which is more geared to local businesses. It's going to showcase your business hours, your name, address, phone number, more of the things that people want. Whereas if you're, let's say, like myself, I'm a skateboard page where I'm just posting videos of skateboarding clips. I don't really want people coming to my physical location. I don't have a physical location. I don't have a phone number. I have a website. I have an email address. So I can showcase all that. So I can make a video profile page. So there's a lot of different templates out there. If you're an e-commerce business, you can have a Facebook shopping template where it showcases the products. So you want to go into Facebook, into the settings on your Facebook page and actually check to see what template you are using. Most people are probably just using the standard business template, which is okay. But if you want to customize it and get more features and functionality from Facebook, I would go into the Facebook settings, and then you go into the settings, and then on the left-hand side, it's going to say tabs. And there you can see the tabs and change the template and change it to whatever customization that you want to have. So just be aware, there's a lot of them out there: local business, having a video website, e-commerce, and they're all going to have different features and functionality. So definitely take advantage of them. So, but with Facebook though, Facebook over the years has lost a lot of value. So Facebook in the past, if you have 100 people that like your Facebook page and you post it on Facebook, all 100 people would see what you post on Facebook. Once Facebook went public a few years ago, they realized we need to make money. And how can we make money? Let's stop showing your content to everybody. So in the past, if you had 100 people that liked your page, all 100 people would see what you posted. Then Facebook went public and they said, no, we're going to show it to, let's say, 50% of your audience. So only 50 people would see what you posted without you having to boost it up. Boosting your post means advertising to Facebook. So Facebook said, if you want us to show you to the rest of your audience that likes your page, pay us, boost that post. So at the bottom of every post, when you post on Facebook, you'll see this little blue button. If you have a business page, it'll say boost this post up, which is essentially advertising, showing your post to the rest of your audience. Facebook realized this is working really well. We're getting a lot of revenue. We're making money by having people boost their post. So let's drop the engagement. So Facebook said, instead of showing it to 50% of your audience, let's only show your content to 40% of your audience to see if you spend more money. And it worked. People started spending more money. They said, hey, I want to be shown to all my audience. If I have to pay, I'll pay it. So Facebook said, all right, let's keep dropping it. Let's see how far we can take it. So they went from 50 to 40% to 30% to 20% to 10%. Now it's 5%. 5% of the people that like your Facebook page will see your content. The rest of the people won't see your content without you boosting that post up, advertising to Facebook, which is kind of crazy. So Facebook is making a lot of money. That's why their stock has been going up, because they've been making a lot of revenue. They said, we're not showing your content to everyone unless you pay us. So Facebook ads, really effective in terms of Facebook getting revenue. Unfortunately, this means that if you have a Facebook page, you're not going to get that same engagement that you used to get in the past, which holds true. Like if you go and look at your Facebook page now compared to 5 years ago, you'll see engagement used to be a lot higher than it is. It's easy, especially if you look at like a celebrity. Like if you go to a celebrity page, or if you go to like a big corporation like Target or Walmart, and you look at their engagement 5 years ago compared to now, you'll see maybe 5 years ago, they might have been getting 5,000, 10,000 likes on every single post. Now they're struggling to get 100 likes per post. That's just because engagement is dropped across the board. And this happens to everybody. It's not just happening to your page or to my page. This happens to everybody's pages or everyone's profiles. So, for example, my page has 50,000 likes. When I post my content there, I only get maybe 100, maybe 200 likes on my content if I'm lucky, which is not that much compared to 5 years ago or a couple years ago. I was getting a lot more engagement. So engagement has dropped across the board. It doesn't just happen to your profile, but ways to boost engagement is creating video content. That's what I've seen works really well. So you can go on Facebook and post a status update, just a text update, and you'll see you might get some engagement. But if you post a picture, you're gonna get more engagement. If you post a video, you're probably gonna get even more engagement. People want visual content, and they want content that speaks to them. So videos, I mean, images work well, but videos work even better. And test it out on your profile. Every Facebook audience is different, so it's not going to work for everybody's, but for the most part, I have seen this kind of working across the board, that people want content quick nowadays, especially nowadays. I mean, think about like all this content is out there for people to scroll through on the Facebook news feed. People's attention span has dropped significantly, especially like look at Instagram. I mean, Instagram is really popular because it's all visual content. There's no just text updates. I think that's why Instagram really took off. That's why, so visual content, video content is going to work better than just as updates. So if you don't have a or budget for videos, if you're just starting off, if you're a new website, a new business, new company, you don't need to make professional videos. You could just make videos that are, I mean, it's better to make a real professional video, but if you don't have a budget for it, you can make slideshow videos where it's just showcasing products or showcasing like reviews or testimonials. There's free websites out there called Animoto, Animoto is a free website where you could upload like 5 or 10 images to that website. It'll take those images, make them into a slideshow video. You upload that video to Facebook videos and you have yourself a video. Or if you want to just record yourself using your phone, or if you have a camera, whatever you want to do, but try to make some video content, and you'll see you're gonna get more engagement than just doing a normal status update. Which again, getting engagement is tricky nowadays. You can boost that post up, but I'd rather avoid boosting that post up. So I mean, you can, but it just spends money. So don't boost that post up, but try creating that visual content. Test out different content pieces. You'll see what works and what doesn't work. You could use Canva. Canva is another tool to help create image content, or just to make your content more fun and engaging. You know, any way to make your content pop out and stick out is going to be good, because people are scrolling through that news feed and they're just scrolling through, and their attention spans are pretty short nowadays, especially with videos. I think videos, you want to create, I think after like 21 seconds, you're going to lose like 50% of your users or the people watching your video. So make sure that your most important information is at the very beginning, because again, people's attention spans are really short. I would say in the first couple seconds, the first 3 seconds, that's where you want to have all that fun, useful content. Then from there, you just keep filling it up. But the very beginning needs to catch that user to want to watch the rest of your video. And if that video is long, they're going to get bored, or they're going to lose an attention span, because there's so many distractions on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, there's other videos up there, there's advertisements, that is a big distraction, there's friend requests, there's chats, there's notifications. It's too much going on Facebook. So to get that person's users, or get that user's attention and to capture it and to hold on to it, is really, really tough. So do everything you can to capture that user's attention and get them from Facebook onto your website, or wherever you want to take that user. Usually you want to take a visitor from Facebook to your website, or to a landing page, or to a product page, or to an affiliate page if you're doing affiliate marketing, or whatever your goal is. But gotta get that user off there before they get lost in other distractions on Facebook. But growing your Facebook page is easy enough if you are being social on social media. So social media is social media. It's not just media, which everybody is really good at the media side, which is posting content, but not many people are social on social media. You have to be social on social media. If you're not social, it's going to be really tough to grow. So what does that mean? That means engaging with people, liking other people's content, you're sharing other people's content, commenting, building relationships with other people. You have to be social on social media. That is how I've grown my accounts, is really by being social. If you're just posting content all day, you'll grow, but it's not going to be as fast as when you actually engage with other people, build relationships with other brands. Like, I have my Facebook page for skateboarding profile. It has 50,000 likes. So I'm going to go after other Facebook pages that are about skateboarding that have around 50,000 likes and reach out to them and say, hey, I see that we both have these audiences. I was wondering if you want to help me and I'll help you out. We'll tap into one another's audiences by reposting one another. I'll repost your content every Wednesday. Can you repost my content every Friday? We might be competitors, but we're still competing against these big corporate websites or these big skateboard magazines or whatever it may be. So there's always competition out there that you're trying to target. And even though you might be direct competitors, you can see that you have a mutual beneficial relationship by helping one another out, especially with Instagram's reach being so low that I'm sure they're going to be wanting to help one another out by tapping into your audience and helping each other grow. And that is a really, really important thing with social media, is being social. I mean, this holds true for every social media platform out there. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. You have to be social on social media. If not, it's going to be really, really tough to be able to grow. So some other techniques and tactics are joining groups. Joining groups is the best way. So join and create groups. So what I do is I'll post content on my Facebook page, and then again, my Facebook page has 50,000 likes. I'm not getting that much engagement. I may be getting, like on a video, I might get 100, 200 people that watch my video, maybe 500 people that watch my videos on my page. In the past, I used to get thousands of people every single time. Now I'm lucky if I get a few hundred people that watch my videos. But I take those videos and I share them in other groups that are related to my industry, which is, again, I'm talking about skateboarding. If I was doing, let's say, if I was talking about promotional products, I'd post it in a group about product promotions, or I was talking about soccer, I'd find soccer related groups. You want to find groups that are related to your industry, join those groups and share your content in them. But be wary, you don't want to just spam these groups. You don't want to just join all these different groups and post all your content in there. That's going to be really spammy, and a lot of these groups are going to kick you out. So what you want to do is post informational content. If you're promoting yourself in these videos, don't share them in these groups unless you reach out to the group owner or the moderators of these groups and ask them, can I share this content? Is it okay? Because a lot of the time, if you ask them and reach out to them, they're going to say yes or no. But if you just post that and they think it's spammy, they might actually kick you out of that group. So reach out to these moderators, build these relationships, ask them if it's okay. Like, I have webinars, like you can see, I'm doing a webinar about digital marketing. I would think that most people would be fine if I go in their group about like events in LA, because I'm based out of LA, or groups about digital marketing, and share my webinar in there because it's a free webinar. But they might think of that as spam. So I'm not going to just do that right off the bat. I'm going to maybe post a video about 7 tips about Facebook marketing and then share that in that group. And then maybe at the very end, I'll subtly say, and if you want to learn more, here's a link to my webinar, or whatever you want to do for your call to action. But just be wary. If you're just promoting yourself, they're going to kick you out. So be careful when I'm joining groups. So I want to find groups that have big audiences. I don't want to just join a group that has 100 people in it or 500 people. I want to join groups that have thousands or tens of thousands of people in it. The more people in that group, the more eyeballs that are going to be seeing my content. So try to find larger groups. When I search in Facebook, you could search it. So if you're on Facebook, you could search at the very top. You could type in there, like for myself, I type in there skateboarding, and then I could search by groups, and I could see how many people are in those groups and join. Maybe for everyone here, I would say join maybe like 10 groups to start off with that are bigger groups that are related to your industry. Don't join 50 or 100 groups. That's going to be too much to handle. You're not going to be able to post that much content, and you get flagged by Instagram or Facebook for spamming. So join a few groups and slowly post in there. Don't just promote yourself. Just give them informational content. and see how they react. When I join groups with my skateboarding page, I'll share my video in like 10 different groups that are related to skateboarding. My videos will get to hundreds of thousands of views, sometimes millions of views pretty fast. Whereas on my own page, I struggle to get 1,000 views, even though I have 50,000 likes on my page, all organic, all real. So you can just see it's tough, but any way to grow that engagement is going to be beneficial. So when I am joining those groups, I do see that big boost. So I join those groups, I share my videos in those Facebook groups. Those videos get to millions of views sometimes, but the weird thing is those millions of views will translate into likes into my page. I'll probably get like a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 new likes to my page, which is great. I mean, 1,000 new Facebook likes is huge. But remember, engagement is only 5%. So 5% of 1,000 is only 50 people. So I do all that work, create video content, share it in all these groups to get millions of views on my videos. But that only translates into maybe 1,000 new Facebook likes, which means when I post on Facebook, only 50 of those people will see my content, because out of every 100 people, only 5 of those people will see your content. Facebook only shows your content to 5% of your audience. So it's a lot of work just to get 50 new eyeballs on your content. It does work, but again, it is a lot of work. That's why Facebook really has become a pay-to-play platform over the past couple of years. That means you just have to pay, advertise to be able to get any real reach, any engagement. But joining groups has worked really well. I have seen a big jump in engagement by joining these groups and creating new groups as well. Create new groups. That way you could have ownership of these groups, have a business page, but also have a group and build that group up. And that's another way where you could just share all your content from your Facebook business page into that group because you own it. You don't have to worry about getting kicked out for spamming. And you want to post good informational content always. You don't want to just promote yourself all the time. You're going to lose credibility and trust, and people are not going to want to see that content. So just be informative and useful when you are sharing that content. And I mean, yeah, it is kind of unfortunate, but Facebook, yeah, is really more a pay-to-play platform. So ads, they are really cheap nowadays. So if you want to advertise, it's not that expensive, but and these groups are a better strategy. Having a content calendar does help out a lot. Helps me stay organized. It'll probably help you stay organized. Or if you have somebody helping you with your content, it just helps them stay organized because they can visually see what is being or what is scheduled for that entire week or that month. So you can just go on Facebook or on Google and type in content calendar template, and it's basically just a calendar. And in that calendar, you just mark the dates. Like here's July 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I mean, you put the whole month in there, and then you say, on July 1st, I'm going to post a blog post. On July 2nd, I'm going to do a video. On July 3rd, I'm going to do a testimonial. On July 4th, I'm going to have a shout out from one of these pages I built these relationships with. On the 6th, I might do a giveaway, and so on and so on. But it helps you stay organized, and you could just repeat that every week. Every week on Mondays, I do giveaways. On Tuesdays, I do shout outs. On Wednesdays, I do blog posts. On Thursdays, I do whatever it may be. But again, it just helps you stay organized. And then you could schedule all that out with like Hootsuite or Buffer, or even just Facebook nowadays lets you schedule that content directly in Facebook. So you can go in Facebook and you could have all these posts that you're ready to post. And instead of clicking post, it will say schedule, and you could schedule it out. But I still prefer Hootsuite, Buffer, tools like that. Just help you stay a little bit more organized. It makes it a little easier to utilize, but Facebook, you have to pay for those. They're only like $5 or $10 a month, so they're not too expensive, but Facebook will do it for free. So if you're just starting off, do it for free with Facebook. And then once you start building it up and making revenue, then you could start investing in your company and doing that stuff. And with the content calendar also, I usually tell people post once every few days. In the past, I would say that, but then I realized that every audience is different. Like for my SEO company, I can't post on if I post on my Facebook page every day about SEO, you're gonna be like, Brandon, stop posting about SEO. I don't want to hear about it every day. Maybe once every few days is okay, but if I do it every single day, you might get a little tired of it. Or if I post 5 times a day about SEO, you'll be like, Brandon, I don't want to hear about SEO 5 times a day. Whereas with my skateboarding page, I could post on there 20 times a day. Nobody's going to get mad. So it just depends on your audience. if you don't know how frequently to post, I would say just look at your competitors, see how frequently they post. Are they posting once a day, once a week, 5 times a day? That's going to let you know kind of what they're doing and what strategies they're employing, and if you should mimic those strategies. Again, every audience is different, so just be wary. You want to test it out and see how receptive your audience is to you posting this frequently, but don't think that you should just post once every day or once every week. Every audience is different, so you just have to play around with your audience and see how receptive they are to that content. Messengers are also another thing that you could utilize, is Facebook messengers. When people come to your page, or if you go to Facebook pages nowadays, especially on desktop, you'll see this messenger will appear sometimes. Like if you go to like a Target or Costco or Walmart or any big corporation, usually this little message will appear saying, "Hi, welcome, thanks for coming to our page. Do you have any questions?" And it will kind of help them, guide them along that buying journey or whatever your call to action is. If you want them to watch videos, it will help them watch more videos. If you want them to shop for your products, it will help them shop for your products. It's essentially a chatbot. These could be automated with preset questions and answers. You could have somebody physically there answering these questions. You could have an assistant or somebody from your customer support team answering these questions. You get notifications on your cell phone. There's a lot of different ways you can use these messengers, but it is a way to be personable, because if someone comes to your page and they see a message pop up saying, "Hi, welcome, Brandon. Thanks for coming to my page." You'll be like, "Oh, wow, cool. Somebody's there helping me out, caring about me. They're here to help guide me." So check those out. There's a lot of different ones out there. Some are free, some are paid. It just depends, again, on what you're looking for in terms of features and functionality and uses, but they're all great. So I would just search around and see. First check out other brands and see if they are using these chat bots, these messenger bots, and see how they're using them and how you can incorporate them into your own strategy. And hashtags. So hashtags are clickable links that are essentially keywords. So Twitter really made hashtags popular. Instagram also helped really push hashtags to what they are. Facebook joined a little late in the game with hashtags, so hashtags aren't as important as these other platforms like Twitter, Instagram. 100%, I would say, utilize hashtags. Facebook, they did join a little late, so it's not as important, but hashtags are a way for new people to find your content, and this is a way, again, to grow your account and get new eyeballs on your content. So when you're posting a status update or any post on your Facebook page, anytime you're writing text, you could put the pound sign in front of words, and that makes them a keyword. So let's say I want to make the word skateboard movies a hashtag. I would put the pound sign in front of the word skateboard movies all together, no spaces. It'll just be skateboard movies, all one word with the pound sign in front of it. Then anyone looking for skateboard movies, they could just click on that pound sign on my profile, and they'll be taken to a page with everyone else that's been using that hashtag skateboard movies. So it's a great way. And then anyone, like if I wanted to find skateboard movies, I could just search in Facebook movies, and then I could find anyone that's used that hashtag and find new content. Or I could put skateboard videos or skateboarding pictures or whatever you want to put in there. But think of hashtags like keywords. You don't want to just put a one-word keyword in there like skateboarding or movies or videos. Those hashtags get a lot of people using them. Imagine how many people are using the hashtag skateboarding every single day. Probably tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people. So if I use that hashtag on my own content, people might find me, but I'm going to get lost in the sea of other people are using that hashtag. So I want to use long tail hashtags, similar to my SEO strategies when I talk about keyword research in my SEO classes. Don't really have time to talk about keyword research too much, but I just want you to understand that with one word keywords like the word skateboard, it could mean a lot of different things, like skateboard. What is a skateboard? How do I build a skateboard? I want to start a skateboard company. Maybe they want to watch videos or pictures or see pictures of skateboarding, but that's not what they're searching for. They're just searching for skateboard. Whereas the word skateboard videos, they're specifically looking for videos about skateboarding. So try to think of hashtags like that. Like 2 or more words is going to be a lot better. Less people are going to be using it, but the people using it are more targeted to want to use your product and service. And that's ultimately what we want. We want people to use our product or service. Likes are great, followers are great, all that stuff is great, but ultimately you want people to call you up, email you, make a purchase. Whatever your call to action is, everyone has a different goal, but you ultimately want that. Likes, followers, that's just step one to get them to become a client. Same with hashtags. That's just the beginning. You have to figure out how to convert them, and having targeted people rather than just having random people is going to be a lot better. So don't use Throwback Thursday, Motivational Monday, or any of these really trendy ones. Those are good at getting a lot of people using them, but they're not good at helping getting targeted people to look at your content. So just be aware there's a little different strategies in those two parts. And so with Facebook, that is all I have right now. I will open up to Q&A. So if you have any questions about Facebook or social media or digital marketing you want me to go over, you can throw it in the chat. I'm happy to cover it. I see there's a few questions already popped up, but if you do want to come to one of my classes, I have longer full-day classes. On Saturday, I'm doing a 5-hour class that's all about SEO and social media. That teaches you how to grow your business, get more traffic from Google, how to optimize Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn. So try to cover all those platforms. So if you're looking to come out to that, I keep it to 10 or less people. It's usually $199, but right now with the quarantine and everything, I don't have any overhead, so I don't need to spend money, renting out a room usually costs $1,000, so I don't have to spend that money on the room. So I'm able to drop the price to $99 for the full day class. I want to keep it to 10 people or less. So if you want to come check that out, you go to my website, which is SEOoptimizers.com/learn. You get a certificate of completion showing that you've completed a class on SEO and social media. And so if you're looking for a new job or transitioning careers, that's great. If you're owner of a business, it's also really good because I kind of keep it to 10 or less people, so I can keep it to, or make it more personalized to what you're looking for and show you how to make changes to your platforms, to your website, to your social media channels. So if you want to check that out, let me know, or visit SEOoptimizers.com/learn, and you could sign up there. And if you want 60 of my favorite SEO tools and social media tools that I use all the time, these are free tools that I use consistently to help build my following and help me stay organized. Check out if you text the word SEO to the number 313131, you get a copy of that. So if you text the word SEO to the number 313131, you'll get all that stuff. And I see a few questions coming in. So yep, I am going to be sending out a recording of this, so you don't have to worry about recording all this. And Facebook advertising, Joe's asking, has anyone had success with advertising to other businesses with Facebook? And yeah, I've had success, but if I could get you up there for free, I'd prefer to do that versus having to pay Facebook ads, but it does work. And Sonia, I did not cover Facebook Live events, but Facebook Live is another great way to get new attention or new eyeballs on your content. So going live, but not everyone has content to go live about. So I would test it out, see what you can do with going live. Maybe look at other people in the industry and see how they've gone live in the past to see what they do and how do they utilize that. Karen was asking, a lot of rules are in these Facebook groups, and how do you not promote or spam these groups? And is just reach out to the moderators of groups. So if you are joining Facebook groups, reach out to the moderators before you start posting your content and just make sure they're okay. You could send them a preview of your content that you're planning to publish and ask them if this is something that they'd be receptive to, or if this is something that they would consider spam and they wouldn't want on there. And Camilla is asking, should we care about likes or follows? I would go for both, but you want to get more likes. I mean, follows are good, but you want to get Facebook likes. Sam, can I read different ads for Facebook that work? Where can I read different ads for Facebook? There's a lot of different blogs out there about Facebook ads. I don't really read too much on them, so I don't want to steer in the wrong direction with ads. Again, I stick more with the organic side of things, but there are a lot of really good guys out there that post good content on that. So Astrid, how long should videos be to hold the user's attention? I would say, I mean, you kind of look at Instagram 1-minute videos. Most people don't even watch those 1-minute videos. So just put yourself in the user's point of view. Like if you're on Facebook or Instagram, how long do you watch new videos? Maybe the first couple seconds. After that, if they didn't hook you and capture you, you're going to just click next. So try to capture them. I know it's kind of shocking, but really just think about how you browse around. Most people are not browsing around too frequently, or I mean, they're not watching long videos anymore, unfortunately. But I am going to put the full day class, the link to that in the chat. So if you want to check that out. And I see Sam was asking, do you have the one on Instagram? So I did a video on Instagram last week. If you want to check that out, you could get you could search for my name, Brandon Leibowitz. It's on YouTube, and you can check that out. If you just search for me, you'll find that. And Sam, I saw there are apps that help you do good ads on Facebook. I'm not sure what apps you would be referring to, but I would really manage them myself and not use third-party tools. I'm not sure if there's any specific apps that you're using that help out, but some might be good, but they limit the features and functionality. Whereas if you go into Facebook Ad Manager, then you get the full features and functionality. So if you are looking to do Facebook ads, don't boost a post up. Never boost a post up. Actually go into Facebook Ad Manager and do a real ad, create an ad from scratch. That's going to be the best. And George, I have heard that simply recycling content from one platform to another is not good. How much truth is there to that? How customized should content be for Facebook versus YouTube versus Instagram? And that is true, George. You can't always recycle content from one platform to another. You can sometimes, but you can't always. Like Twitter is 240 characters. So if you have a really long post on Instagram, you can't share that on Twitter. Or if you have a 10-minute video, if you have a really long video on, let's say, Instagram, you might not be able to share it to Pinterest. So not all the platforms can be cross-promoted. So you want to just make sure that you customize your content to each audience if you can. If not, you could simply recycle it if you're just starting off. But if you really are trying to customize it, you want to custom tailor each audience's content, the verbiage, the hashtags, videos versus images, because every platform is different. Every audience is going to be different, slightly different. So what works on Facebook might not work on YouTube, or vice versa. So just be aware of all that stuff. And I'm not sure if any other questions anyone has. If you want to throw it in the chat, you can always reach out to me or email me or call me. I'm happy to help out. If there's any topics you want me to cover in the future, like, I don't know, you can let me know about any topics, like SEO, social media, anything related to digital marketing. Like next week, I'm going to talk about how to optimize your website for SEO. So back to SEO topics, but if you want more social media, let me know. I'm happy to go over social media again, but I have been going over all these different ones, trying to kind of switch them up and go over different topics. So if you want me to go back to social media, or I might go over YouTube again or Google Analytics in the future, but I have all those videos up on my YouTube channel. So if you just search for my name, Brandon Leibowitz, BRANDON LEIBOWITZ, my YouTube channel will appear there, or I've been sharing these on the podcast. I mean, it might be easier to watch them visually, but there's a podcast, or on iTunes, you can check it out, Spotify. So it's all over the place. So check those old ones out, and any new ones you want me to go over in the future, let me know, because I'm happy to help out and share. And yeah, I've not done LinkedIn, so I will do LinkedIn in the future as well, Regina. That's one that I have not added or done yet, but that is another big one. So again, just keep sending me ideas, and hopefully everyone keeps coming out. I do appreciate you taking the time out. I know it's not the most ideal time to be learning about digital marketing or SEO, or if you're a business owner, I'm sure this is not the top of mind right now, but I do appreciate everyone for trying to better themselves and learn, and hopefully everyone is staying safe. And I will see everyone hopefully next week. I will send out a video or a copy of this recording probably in the next hour or so, and then I will send out the link to the next week's class, and hopefully I'll see everyone there. And let me know if you do have any questions about anything, or want me to go over any other topics in the future. But other than that, thanks everyone for coming out, and I will see you hopefully next week.